Oh, we're live. We are live and alive. Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Guys, if you call the office today and for some reason we can't get to you immediately, it's because it is almost 100 degrees in here. I think the building found out the Texas torch is in the house. So, you know, other than some random air conditioning issues, everything else is going great. Why are you still here, Ariana?
I'm helping out with this video.
Oh, that's well. Thank you for that, my friends. I want to talk about a few things today, and one is mediation. And I got a call earlier today. The client had to let go of his attorney because the attorney said something about, you know, we're trying to schedule mediation for years, or he wanted to change the contract. Mediation can sometimes be a good avenue given the situation and the facts of your case. But sometimes, and I have a lot of friends that are mediators, guys, don't get mad. Sometimes mediation is a tool used by the defense to pressure the plaintiffs and the plaintiff's counsel and to try to squeeze them down to a low number. And when they get that number, then they walk away from mediation, right?
Right.
Have you had that happen to you?
Always.
What do the mediators always say? Like, I think we need to do
A mediator's proposal.
a mediator's proposal. And what's our rule on that?
No mediator's proposals.
Really? I mean, not really. I just really don't care for mediator's proposals because the defense will sit there from the start of mediation and tell the mediator, I think this case may need a proposal. My adjuster just doesn't have the money here that we need. I'm going to push him. I'm going to push him to get that money. So in that room, they're playing good cop, bad cop. They're playing this game to get the mediator to think, okay, well, let me do that proposal. And the mediator, more likely than not, will always do a proposal in favor of the defense, right?
Right.
Because they know the defense may accept it, and they get scared. They don't want to do a proposal that the plaintiff may not. And if I'm wrong, my mediator friends, please come and tell me. But this is what y'all have told me. And this is what I've experienced. And man, is it hot.
Yeah.
Someone put out the Texas torch. Guys, anyone still here? Nope. maybe one person here, but we let everyone go home as soon as we found out it was hot in here. But a proposal, and this is for my attorney friends, and this is for clients out there, or just anyone out there watching that may have a lawyer and they're in this situation and the lawyer's saying, let's go to mediation. Don't think mediation is the end all. A lot of times mediation, and I said it before, is just a way to squeeze you down. And now you've created a ceiling. And that's what a proposal does. Your lawyers worked hard for years on your case, and the defense pushes a mediator to do a proposal, and now you have a ceiling on your case. A ceiling where the defense might come and reject. Remember, they pushed, they asked for it, and they reject it and say, well, I tried, my adjuster just won't do it. Now they've capped you. And they know if a mediator does a proposal, more likely than not, the plaintiff has agreed to it, right? More likely. Sometimes not, when it's like really low. And I've had a mediator, Ron Wardell. What's up, Ronnie boy? Told me in my face, Hadi, I'm not going to do a proposal on this case. The next day, he did a proposal because defense begged him, Ron Wardell. And if, guys, I call out a lot of people here because a lot of mediators, defense lawyers, insurance companies, doctors who think they're experts in this field, they think what they do in this little bubble of the world of personal injury stays in that bubble, right?
Right.
But it's real life.
Yeah.
We come here every day fighting for people whose lives have been harmed. So I don't think these people should hide behind the PI bubble and then they walk out to the real world and, oh, we're back in reality. I just screwed someone today. It doesn't matter because that's an insurance case. It's not real life, right?
Right.
So Mr. Wardell did a proposal. The defense begged him to do it. And Ariana's sister, my sister Anita, went to trial against them like 2 months ago. And they offered over the proposal. This magical thing that they begged for, that we rejected, my clients rejected, we went to trial and we got way over it. And I don't like doing that. But we didn't ask for a proposal. The defense does the same. They ask for a proposal, then they say, oh, well, you got to come below it. But they asked for this proposal. You see the difference? They ask for something and then try to undermine it. We don't ask for it. It creates a ceiling, and we just go to trial. Just because there's a proposal out there doesn't mean you have to consider it or accept it. So I say all this to say, I hate mediating. I really do. The courts order it, and we honor the courts, and we go in good faith with the clients, and we try. We really try. I try. But where I've tried 60 plus cases now, how many trials have we had?
Maybe like 8 or 9.
8 or 9, and we had in June we did our first trial together where we shared the opening and the closing, and that may never happen again because I want to retire. No, I'm kidding. But where the insurance companies have forced me to try all these cases, I have a good idea that what may happen. I can't say what will happen at court, but if the defense lawyer on the other side is from this big nationwide firm, like the nationwide lawyers, who have never tried cases because they just won't do it, you can't get them to do it, then who are they to come and tell me that this proposal that they begged for is a reasonable number for my client's case, right?
Right.
I don't get it. I just don't. And, I got mediation today. I'm sure I'm going to be told that the adjuster doesn't have any money and they just don't see the case valued at what we see it valued at. And, but it's okay. Because at the same time, I know they're not going to let us go to trial. I got to give a little respect to Allstate and State Farm. For everyone watching out there, the only insurance companies for the most 90% of the time that go to trial, Allsnake and snakefarm.com. Everyone else, farmers, good people, good lawyers, a little bit more risk averse. USAA, Amica, Nationwide. Nationwide gave me a parking lot case. God, how many years ago? Like 4 years ago? Mm-hmm. A parking lot case. They're parking lot lawyers. So when they come and tell me they're going to try a case, I'm like, guys, you've only given me a parking lot trial. You're so afraid of risk, not of trial. I'm not going to say you're scared to go into court. You're so afraid of risk. You gave me a parking lot case. And I'm going to keep going on this rant. Look, guys, in our situation, it's me, Ariana, and our client. We decide what happens with their case. The client doesn't have a supervisor. The client doesn't have a manager. I don't have a supervisor. Ariana doesn't have a manager. But on the insurance side, and I'm gonna do this every day. Y'all remember when Jack in the Box went on TV in the 90s? And he was like, 10 days, guys. Burger King and McDonald's are still using these heat lamps that are causing us to sit here and sweat. Remember? I don't know how many days it got to, but he made a commercial every other day, every week. 90 days, guys. And Jack would just sit there under a number, a big 90. Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, you're still using heat lamps, which means you're making your food like 50 Big Macs and you're just letting it sit there because you'll sell 60. So the Big Mac you made at 11 o'clock, you're selling at 2 o'clock. That's what I should start doing. That's what I should start doing to the defense world. Guys, you defense lawyers have no say whatsoever when it comes to negotiating. And if y'all are doing me, that's what I hate the most. Mr. Hadi, the defense lawyer is your best friend. They're in there fighting for you. Well, good. Let him beat up on that insurance company adjuster, because when I tried to settle without suit, that adjuster laughed at me and said, our lawyers will take care of you. Which one? Who? Her? She's going to regulate you at trial if you give her a chance. But the insurance world has the lawyer, the lawyer's supervising lawyer, and if there's not another one above them, the managing attorney, the partner. Then you have an adjuster, the adjuster's manager, the adjuster's supervisor. You have the claims auditor. Then you have the client, which in the insurance world, they don't even care what their client says. I fight hard to get the defendant to show up to mediation, and these lawyers don't want that. They're not people, these defense lawyers, I hate, guys, if y'all are mad, change it. Change what you do. If I got to show up to trial with my plaintiffs, then you should show up to mediation with your defendant. Not an adjuster who halfway through mediation is going to say, well, my supervisor went home. What? I'm sitting here working, trying to hustle and settle this case that you compelled mediation. Your supervisor went home. I'm supposed to believe that crap? And that's what it is, just garbage, right?
Right.
I should let you talk. Please, go, take over, take over. I'm going to sit here and polish my torch.
You're fine, you got it.
You sure?
I'm sure.
So, you force us to mediate. You ask the courts to compel us. And man, I can keep going. Guys, you know what I hate the most? And if I'm wrong, guys, I need comments. I need y'all to leave comments here, please, so I can read these comments at my mediations. You know what I hate the most? The insurance company denies the case. They take your case, they crumble it into a ball, and they throw it. Trash can basketball. They're sitting there, little headset on, trash can basketball. I have to go dig in that trash, take that case out, open it up, smoothen it out, give it to Ariana, clean the edges a little bit, wipe it off, draft a petition, file suit, get the medical records by affidavit, call the client, discuss the entire process, call the doctors, send out DWQs, prove up our case, take depositions, spend thousands of dollars, prepare for trial, make binders, all to come to mediation. The insurance company and the lawyer, the ones that denied the case, compel me to go and mediate now. And then when I show up to mediation, the mediator says, Hadi, what's your offer? What do I say?
No offer.
No offer. Well, Hadi, that's not how it works. You're supposed to make the first offer. What do you mean? Based on what rules? Rules of negotiation? What are the rules of negotiation? You want something that I have, right? Yeah, negotiate with me. The insurance companies want to get rid of this trial. Remember, they got rid of the case. So I negotiated with them. I said, okay, cool. You got rid of the case. You denied it. You offered my client $2,000. I filed suit. Now I have this product called a lawsuit prepared for trial. You want that to go away? How much? But don't come to mediation and say, well, we're just not going to do that. You are the plaintiff, so the plaintiff must make the first offer at mediation. Based on what rules? You think I file a suit to come and play games, to come to mediation and, okay, 50. No, sorry, Hadi, it's too much. You got to come a little lower. They're at 5. So we're just supposed to go back and, okay, you rejected the 50, 60. Well, Hadi, now you're going backwards. Well, let's negotiation 101. And Ariana, what happens when you reject an offer?
When you reject an offer?
Anyone rejects an offer.
The offer goes up?
The offer's gone. It goes away. And in essence, it can go up. Right? It can go down, it can go up. It's like you're chasing something. And you're really close to that something. You're there, you're right there. 50,000, you're right there. Don't say no, because it might run even faster. And that's one thing I perfected. Moonwalking is what I call it. Going backwards. And these insurance companies think the way to attack that is to come to mediation and say, well, we're not going to bid against ourselves. Well, you know what? Go and call your client and tell your client, that person, that company that paid for insurance, go and tell them, Mr. Hadi's not making an offer. We're just not going to bid against ourselves. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means we're going to take this case to trial. Well, have you tried cases like this? No. But we're sure we'll do a good job. We can't guarantee that, but we're sure we'll do a good job. Well, why don't we make an offer? Well, Mr. Hadi's very unreasonable. He is a very unreasonable lawyer. You see, what we did was play trash can basketball. That guy you smashed, we threw his case away. We said, denied. And Mr. Heidi just kind of like, took it out and prepared it for trial. And now he's very unreasonable because he won't succumb to our bullshit. Number 2 thing that I hate. The ball's in your court and we won't bid against ourselves. Guys, I'm a lawyer. Last night I played racquetball. My kids play tennis. Sometimes I play basketball. Today, hopefully, if I don't sweat to death, I'm going to try to play some pickleball. I play with balls. I do. Sports balls. But when a lawyer says the ball is in my court, I tell him, hey, look, I don't play with balls. You want to sit in that room and play with your balls all day, every day? You go ahead. But that's not what I do. We get ready for trial. I don't play games. The ball's in my court. Shit. You mean the ball you threw in the trash can, right?
Right.
The one you denied, you threw that trash can, you were playing trash can basketball, that ball is in my court? Well, you left it in the trash can, right? And then the other one, we're not going to bid against ourselves, which I talked about that. You go tell your client. We told Mr. Heidi to play with his balls and that we're not going to bid against ourselves. You know what we need to do? Yeah, guys, I just came up with the best idea. I'm going to make Heidi basketballs. And I'm gonna ship them out to these defense lawyers. When they say the ball's in your court, I'm gonna send them a Texas torch. Hadi, Iman, make me some basketballs, please. And then I'm gonna call him and say, hey, where's the ball at now? Right? Who's it's in your court. And I coined the term in the most powerful trial of my career, the only Stowers trial in Montgomery County, the 4th Stowers trial since 1916. 1916, guys, over 100 years ago, I coined the term. And I told that jury over and over again, the insurance companies and their lawyers must absolve their insured of their wrongdoing. That's their obligation. You know what my obligation is? To do the best for my client. To prepare my client's case for trial. Not to go sit there and play with balls in different courts. You want to play games, defense lawyers? Go in your app store and type in the Hadi Fight Club. Yeah. It'll be out soon. You can download it right now. Guys, you're watching? Go download it, please. We'll show everyone soon. But don't come and drag and delay and defend and deprive and try to act like attorneys. Some attorneys out there respect, guys. You will go to trial. Mad respect. But that's maybe 1% of the defense lawyers out there in the insurance world. Maybe 1%. Maybe. I can go on and on.
Yeah.
But it's really hot.
It is.
Yeah. And I know y'all can see the the sweat dripping. Guys, leave comments. Should I play with balls when I go to mediation and bid first? Or should they come and absolve their insured of their wrongdoing? Please. Thank you. Also, before we go, backpacks. It's back to school. And you know, guys, I grew up in A-Leaf. And my parents worked hard to give us as much as they could. And I was grateful and am grateful for everything they did. And I like to work hard and give not only to my family, but to our friends, to our viewers. Light turned off?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We good.
Okay.
It was hurting my eyes anyways. So, in saying that, the first 5 people that drop us a DM, we're going to fill the backpack up with goodies and mail it to your house. So please send us your name, your phone number, and your email. And we're going to send you a cool hadilaw backpack. Thank you, guys. And until then, we are out of here. Ah.